This is everything I ate at Jeolju Market in Busan. This is Korea's largest seafood market where you can buy fresh seafood and get it cooked how you like right upstairs. I've got to admit I was overwhelmed with all the options, so I asked one of the restaurants which seafood store they recommend, and this lovely guy led me downstairs to his friend's stall and helped me pick out what to eat. Just look at the size of this crab. This entire basket cost me $210 and the cooking fee was $40. Now time to feast. The first dish coming out steaming hot was an abalone porridge, which was simple and hearty. It could use a tad more salt or seasoning though. And now for the king crab, which was steamed to perfection. I went straight for the head, which was filled with the innards and buttery juices. It's so good. It's like sipping liquid gold. The crab legs were so meaty and popped out of the shell so easily. It was incredibly sweet and succulent. This was by far the best crab I've ever had. I also tried these huge prawns, and as always, I love sucking the head. This one was juicy and the meat was also beautifully sweet and plump. Then I dug into the grilled flatfish, which was wonderfully succulent with a nice hit of saltiness. And finally, the scallops were also tasty, but not a must order. The king crab definitely stole the show. If you're keen to know, I went to restaurant number 40 and seafood stall 67 and highly recommend coming here if you're a seafood lover. Come with me to eat tteokbokki. If you haven't tried it before, they're spicy Korean rice cakes. I've tried so much tteokbokki in South Korea and my favorite ones are here in Busan. I love how they're so thick and have the most mouth-watering, soft yet chewy texture. What makes it even better is the deep red sauce it's coated in, which is spicy and sweet. And you can also get fried snacks to pair with it. I got the fried squid, which was crispy and delicious. This was $5.80 from Gukjeom Market and I don't think I'll ever stop craving it now. Come with me to eat in a tent at 1 a.m. in Busan. So this street has rows of tents called Pojangmacha where people eat street food and have drinks. I picked a few trays of food and watched this lovely lady cook right in front of us. But first she gave us banana and tomatoes and we kicked off with a $4.50 soju. Cheers! Just look at her go. Straight out of the pan, this $15 grilled fish was beautifully golden, crispy and piping hot. It had a nice saltiness to it. And next she was frying these $15 prawns. They were mostly peeled, so it makes my job a lot easier. My favorite part is sucking the head and I loved the char and smokiness these prawns had. Oh, and she gave us free eggs too. How nice. I just felt so happy to be here and this lady reminded me of my grandma. She really wanted me to enjoy the food. And last but not least, she's making a $15 stir-fried pork belly like a pro. How good does this look? It's spicy and savory with a nice hit of gochujang. It's delicious. This is your sign to eat in a tent next time you're in South Korea. It is such a special experience. Can you believe this 24-hour ramen shop has no staff? I went in at 12 a.m. and gosh, there's so much ramen to choose from. I picked this Nongshim hot and spicy one and you can grab a drink from the fridge too. So to pay, you use the touchscreen and pay with card or cash. This cost me 5,500 won or $6 Australian in total. And a lot of you asked how things don't get stolen. And yes, there's CCTV cameras, but I think there's just a level of trust here that you'll pay yourself. Do you think this would work where you live? Now let's prep our noodles and all of these side dishes are free. I added bean sprouts, spring onion and fish cake as toppings and popped our ramen into the machine, which adds the water and boils it. I also got kimchi and pickled radish for sides and melted in some cheese too. And yay, it's all done now, so let's eat. This ramen is so good. It's spicy and beefy. I just love the soup. And this drink is so refreshing. It's fizzy and lemony. I love the post-it notes everywhere and there's also a second floor here too. Who wants to come here? This is everything I ate at Mangwon Market in Seoul. The very first thing I ran to was this $7 tteokbokki, which had such an addictive, chewy, and bouncy texture. It's so good. I also got a $1 crispy fried seaweed roll to dip into the tteokbokki sauce. It's such an amazing combo. Next up, I grabbed these $7 meatballs, which were super juicy and tender. The taste kind of reminds me of Vietnamese siu mai, which is salty and slightly sweet. It's delicious. Then I got this huge $6 chicken skewer. It had a super sweet sauce, almost pineapple-like, and nut sprinkled on top. I personally didn't love the flavor combo and found the chicken texture a little mushy. To quench my thirst, I got a $4 passion fruit aid, which was so refreshing. It was fizzy, sour, and sweet. I had to come back for seconds. Oh, and this place had such a long line, so I got their $11.50 fried peppers. It had a piping hot crispy batter and a delicious pork filling. It was so tasty, dipped into the soy sauce and onion, and actually wasn't too spicy. For something sweet, I grabbed a $1 glutinous rice donut, which was crispy and sugary on the outside and fluffy and springy inside. There's so much amazing food here. Go to part 2. This is everything I ate at Mangwon Market Part 2. Who else loves Korean fried chicken? I got this cup for $4.50, which was hot, crispy, and juicy. It's coated in a sticky, sweet, and savory sauce, and the fried rice cakes were also delicious. Then I grabbed a $5 pork cutlet, which was crunchy and oozing with cheese. I dipped it into a tonkotsu sauce, which was sweet and tangy. It's a nice snack, but I do wish it was meatier though. Now, how cool is this? It's a $5 marshmallow ice cream that's toasted with a dinosaur blowtorch. The marshmallow is golden and fluffy, and the inside is a smooth chocolate ice cream. It's so good. This is something a bit different. It's $7 pig trotters, which I've had before as I love the gelatinous texture, but I found these ones quite chewy. Then I grabbed this $2.50 bubble hot dog, which was crispy and super thin, almost like a cracker. It's a simple snack, but my favorite kind are the fried hot dog, which is piping hot and fluffy. These ones from Namdaemun Market are incredible. And last but not least, I got a $1 ommuk, which is a market staple. It's Korean fish cake, which is soft and slightly spongy, and you've got to pour yourself some of that free broth. It's so soothing to sip on. Come with me to find halal food in Seoul. First up, I went to a Korean restaurant called Eid and grabbed a $14 bibimbap. It was missing the gochujang flavor I love, but all the veggies mixed with the beef was really fresh and tasty. I also got an $11.50 kimchi jjigae, which had tuna instead of pork and was deliciously tangy and spicy. That was nice. Now let's try a halal Korean barbecue. It's quite funny I'm eating lamb imported from Australia when I'm from Australia, but anyway, I ordered a $29 boneless lamb rib and $23 marinated lamb, which had a mix of lean and fatty pieces. It had a lovely smokiness from the charcoal. I wasn't a fan of dipping it into sweet chili sauce, but this chili powder added some nice heat and a hint of cumin flavor too. Have you heard of the halal guys? I heard it started off as a food cart in New York City, and I was surprised to see it in Korea. I grabbed a $14 beef gyro and chicken platter, which had a nice freshness from the lettuce and tomatoes, and I liked their special white sauce, which was creamy and tangy. And finally, let's try some halal Korean fried chicken. I got the $20 half-half chicken with original and sweet spicy. Unfortunately, it was a huge miss for me. It tasted dry and bland and would be a lot better if it was made fresh. I might have been unlucky with a bad batch though. Overall, a lot of these halal options I found were pretty good, but none of them really blew me away. If you do have other recommendations, please drop them in the comments so other people can try it. Thank you so much. This is everything I ate in Jeonju Hanok Village. This beautiful village is filled with traditional Korean houses called Hanok, and there's lots of street food too. The first thing I came across was this $14 giant fried squid, which they wrapped like a bouquet. It's crispy with an addictive bite to it, and my favorite part is the sweet onion seasoning. It's so good. Then I grabbed this $4.50 cheese coin, which had a sweet cake batter and lots of stretchy cheese. I've had something similar in Japan before, and I think it's a nice snack. To quench my thirst, I got a $3.50 shikya, which is a traditional Korean rice treat. It's sweet and really refreshing. Whoa, look at these flames. I got this $6 octopus skewer, which was smoky and cheesy with a slight chew to it. And the sauce was awesome. It was sweet with a spicy kick. It's absolutely delicious. Next up, I tried this $6 chicken wing stuffed with rice. I was a little disappointed because I thought there would be more meat, but it was mainly just rice and chicken skin, and I personally didn't think it was worth it. I also got this $6 rainbow slushie. How cute is the duck straw? I got a bit of brain freeze. So each color is a different flavor, like strawberry, strawberry and lemon, and it's quite refreshing. And last but not least, I got a $6 strawberry tanghulu, which had a crunchy exterior, and the strawberry itself was super sweet and fresh. This is everything I ate at Nambu Night Market in Jeonju. First up, I grabbed a $6 beef and shrimp skewer, which was juicy and topped with a sweet soy sauce and mayo. It's so tasty. The food here is on fire. I also got a $4 octopus skewer, which was spicy, smoky, and slightly chewy. Then I tried these $17 savory pancakes called yukjeon. They're thinly sliced beef strips coated in an egg batter and fried until golden. There's king prawn ones too, and it is delicious. You know I'm obsessed with sugarcane juice, and this $5 one was so sweet and refreshing it hit the spot. And this store sells a $5 pork belly gimbap, which has a spicy green onion salad. It's bursting with flavor and it's like eating K-barbecue in a roll. Quick question, have you tried chicken feet before? I grabbed this $7 stir-fried chicken feet, which was spicy, slightly sweet and smoky. I love the crunchy cartilage. And finally for dessert, I got a $7.50 mango bingsu, which had finely shaved ice and sweet mango pieces. It was so light and refreshing. Here are 3 dishes you have to try in Jeonju, South Korea. Number 1 is bibimbap. Did you know Jeonju is the birthplace of bibimbap? I went to the first ever restaurant to serve it and got a bowl for $15. So bibim actually means mix and bap means cooked rice, so make sure you mix it well. What makes this dish so tasty to me is the beautiful harmony of texture and flavors. We have marinated beef, crunchy bean sprout, fresh vegetables, and soft rice. And it's all binded together with gochujang, which is chili paste. It's delicious. Number 2 are cold buckwheat noodles. I tried 2 variations for $11.50 each. This one is called memelguksu, which is a soba noodle soup. And wow, the texture of these buckwheat noodles were incredible. It was so chewy and addictive. And you dip them into this refreshing cold broth, which was a unique blend of sweet and salty. This was my favorite dish I tried in Jeonju. The other buckwheat noodle dish I tried was kongguksu, which has a cold soybean soup. It's thick and nutty with a strong hit of sweetness, and I saw so many locals slurping this up. Number 3 is sundae-gukbap, which is a Korean blood sausage and rice soup. I went to a 24-hour spot and got a bowl for $7, and it comes out boiling hot. The broth was light and spicy, and it paired really nicely with the chewy intestines and the soft sundae, which soaked up all of that delicious broth. Now, I know this isn't a dish for everyone, but I recommend giving it a try at least once.